Hello there, it's Kurdik from Kurdik Studio here. In this relatively short episode, I'd like to talk about 3 recent changes that I introduced into the terminal minigame, 2 of which came out of the latest playtest. Also, your support means a lot, so if you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe buttons, that will really help to spread the word about this game. The first thing I'd like to touch on here is the / symbol in commands when executing the change directory command. This actually came from one of the guys who participated in the test. The thing is, whenever the player executes the list command to check which files and folders sit in the directory, all folders have a / appended to their names at the end. The issue was that if player used the folder name with a / at the end while executing the change directory command, an error would be shown, which didn't make much sense. So fair enough, I introduced a fix for it. Now whenever a / appears at the end of the directory name, the change directory command works fine. Another fix, or better to say enhancement, is directly connected to the previous one, and to be honest, it was planned a while back. The thing is, in a real terminal you can execute the change directory command by providing the full path to the destination folder. Here's an example to elaborate on this. This terminal has a folder called home in its root. If I list the contents of the home folder, I'll see another folder called documents sitting there. Previously, it would take 2 commands for the player to get to the documents folder from root: cd home to get into the home directory and cd documents to get into the documents directory. After introducing this change, the player can now execute one change directory command using the full path to the destination folder, separating each name with a /. Some might think, what's the point? Firstly, it mimics a real terminal even more closely. Secondly, all terminals in Norma will have a very similar folder structure, which means if the player wants to get to, for example, the documents folder, it will take just one command and save some typing. By the way, subscribing to this channel will also save you some typing in the search bar. There are also 2 more things I plan to enhance here. The first one is autocomplete for consecutive folder names. Currently, autocomplete works only for the first folder name and not for the rest. The second thing is the ability to execute other commands in a similar manner by providing the full path to a file. I'll use the same documents folder example. Let's say I have a file there and I'd like to output its contents to the terminal. Instead of navigating to the folder and then executing the cat command, the idea is to be able to execute the cat command from anywhere in the terminal just by providing the full path to the file. I believe this will be really handy, especially later in the game when terminals become more complicated. The last thing I'd like to touch on here is executable files. For some files, I really wanted them to be deleted after execution. For example, there is a plugin file that you have to install on your personal assistant device at the very beginning of the game. After executing it, it would just stay in the same location, in this case on your thumb drive. So what I decided to do was introduce the ability to set whether a file should be deleted on execution or not. This comes in quite handy so particular files don't build up on your thumb drive. That's really it for this video. Next week I'll be showing the changes I made to tilemaps in Zona 4. One of them was already shown in this video, so next time it will be all about tilemap enhancements, so stay tuned. Have a very nice day, night, or whichever time of the day it is for you now, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.